We're going to talk about him later on in the show as well. But, oh, mate, last night was one of the worst games I've ever watched. It was awful.
I almost fell asleep in the stand.
I ended up putting the darts on. It was that bad. I was like, I don't know if I can watch this anymore. Was you there, Daz?
Yeah, I was there. It was
Did
terrible.
you say you nearly fell asleep in the stand?
Yes, it was terrible. I've never seen so much. The problem with Spurs, we're buying all these players, and we've got players that France doesn't want to play with. And the owners, everyone blamed Daniel Levy. This is down to the Lewis family. They're the money strings. They decide the thing. Daniel Levy just did what he was told. I always said this. And they need to go. They never go to the game.
No, but hold on a minute. This is the first January transfer window's just opened, right? It's new ownership. This is the first one without Daniel Levy. It's the first one.
And we're hearing the same things they did when Daniel Levy was there with Semenyo. Everyone's saying we should go for him.
No, but he's going to Man City.
Pay the wages.
No, but he's going to Man City. This is the problem that Spurs have got, Daz, and I get your frustration, and I agree with a lot of it, but. You know, Spurs are shopping in a market where you want to improve the team and you want to, get these top players in like Semenyo. But the problem is of course he wants Semenyo. Of course Tottenham want to sign Semenyo. But Pep Guardiola wants him. So where's he going?
I understand that, but if we were going for another player that no one... Gahey's prime example. Yeah. We offered money for him, and it was a joke offer.
But that's not now.
That was not down to Levy. That was down to the ownership.
Well, you got to put your hand in your pocket if you want to win things.
Well, we'll see. I'm not happy. I'm not convinced with Thomas Frank. Listen. I like him. I think he's a good manager. The football I'm watching is absolutely diabolical. All right, and I know we picked up a result against Crystal Palace, decent 3 points away from home. You go to Brentford, tough place to go. I understand it, but honestly, mate, Dean, the football I'm watching last night is painful. I'm sat there, I'm going, what am I watching? It's so boring. It's sideways and backwards. We get into good areas and then we come back. And it's like it's like 80th minute. I'm watching, Jed Spence. He's taking his time on a throw, and I'm thinking, are we just accepting a draw against Brentford?
Yeah. What gets fans off their seats, right? There's a few things that get fans off their seats. Number one is 50-50 tackle in the middle of the pitch when your player gets up out the ball. Everybody stands up and starts clapping. Yep. If he goes into another one right after it, that gets a standing ovation. A goal, scoring a goal. So you can't tackle anymore. They've took that away. You're not allowed to tackle. Because you get sent off.
Romero does.
Well, you get sent off. You get booked for everything now. Yeah. So they've took that bit out of football. They've taken goal celebrations out of football. You're not allowed to celebrate when you score a goal. When you press, no, you can't really, because you're thinking VAR, right? So they've took that sort of... The best bit of football is when your team scores and you jump up and that's it, you've scored. Not thinking, hang on a minute, don't celebrate. Pressing, when your team hunts the opposition down and you make them kick the ball out of play, fans stand up in the crowd. Brilliant. They've took that out of the game. Pressing. Everybody just sinks back in their own half.
Right, yeah.
Don't they? And if you get a press wrong and leave your foot in, you get booked. Honestly, they're spoiling football. VAR... The whole lot, they're spoiling football. They've made it exactly what they wanted, non-contact football.
It's not non-contact.
It is.
Mate, it's not.
It is, near enough.
Listen, a lot of the Premier League this season has been fantastic to watch. It has. Last night's games were awful. And, why that was, I don't know. But it was a terrible night.
Why don't you know? You played football. Why don't you know why the game was boring? Don't pass the ball forward.
Last night. No, I can tell you why the game was boring. But in terms of the four games that... this season we've watched some really good football. There's been some decent games. Last night was terrible. Tottenham are terrible because they don't pass forward. They don't move the ball quick enough. It's slow. There's no ambition to try and win the game. There's no, real desire in the way that we move the ball around the pitch. It's, that's why we're all right away from home. Because I was sat there thinking last night, because people keep asking me, why are we so good away from home, but we're no good when we're at home? When I watched this last night and I was thinking, right, this performance, let me pretend that Tottenham were at home last night. Oh, my God. If Tottenham were at home last night and we played the way we played, they would be getting booed off the park. The amount of times it was standing on the ball, taking their time, passing it sideways, passing it backwards. No ambition to go forward. Sitting there going, oh, you know what, we'll take a point against Brentford. You can get away with it, and that's why Tottenham are all right home, because Thomas Frank's allowed to be like, we're all right away from home. We'll take a point. It's a decent point. At home, you can't play like that. You've got to be on the front foot. You've got to press. You've got to stick a foot in. You've got to, you've got to take risks with the ball.
You've got to cross the ball.
Tottenham don't do any of that. Don't take any risks. We end up going back to Vicario. Vicario can't even kick it over the halfway line. We're scrapping for balls, and it's all right away from home. You go, you know what, I kind of accept it. Even though it's not acceptable at Tottenham, but you're accepting it right now. At home, that is just unacceptable. And I can't. That's the problem. When we play at home, I don't know who we're playing next at home. If I see that performance, man, I'm telling you, they're going to get booed.
So if you took over Spurs tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
What would you get? How would you get them playing?
We got Sunderland at home on Sunday. It's a massive game. Play on the front foot, move the ball forward, take risks, stick it into your front man, set, make runs in behind, get to the byline, get crosses in the box, and then push up the pitch. Every single player, 10, 15 yards further up, higher up the pitch, box off around the box. So when the crosses go in, if they head it out, we're winning the second ball. And then we play again, we go out, and then we put another cross in. And if it comes out, we win the second ball. And it goes out the other side. And we put another cross in, win the second ball. Until the ball ends up in the back of the net. And you press teams and you lock them in. The amount of times I'm watching us, and we go out to the fullback, goes out to the winger, goes out back the other side, Archie Gray out the other side, sideways. I'm just watching a bunch of crabs.
Hey, you tried that at Billericay?
Every single time.
And you got sacked.
After
that little speech, I feel like playing.
Yeah.
I could play in that team.
You're playing that team.
Cross it as early as possible. That's all I ask.
I'm playing that team. Get your foot in, win the second ball, play forward. Yeah. Football has not changed. Football is the same it's been forever. All right? Get the ball down. Can you play forward? And if you don't, your second option or your third option is to pass it sideways and backwards. That's your third option. But your first option is when you get it, can you play forward? And if you don't, then you keep the ball. The amount of times the first option in football these days is just to pass it sideways.
Remember in training?
No one takes any risks.
Remember in training you used to do a session where in your own half you weren't allowed to pass the ball backwards?
Yeah.
Remember it?
Yeah, I used to do it. You used to
get it forward quicker.
Honestly, and the best
without lumping it.
It is, honestly. When you watch Arsenal play, Arsenal, they're a brilliant side, right? Arsenal, when you watch them, they win the ball, first ball, play forward, stick it into Odegaard. Can I get it into Saka? Can I stick it into Trossard? Where's Gyökeres? You see the fullback, he's looking. Gyökeres, make a run. What are you doing? They're always looking to play forward. And that's why they're top of the league, because they create the most chances. It's ridiculous, mate. Honestly, football, the amount of crabs I'm watching in football these days is unbelievable. I wish I was, not 100 kilos and 25 again. Walking to Tottenham's team's embarrassing. Right, enough of my rant. It's 7:30 in the morning. Sorry about that. I had to get it off my chest because it's been doing my nuts in. Honestly, football these days is crazy.